First-round action in the Western Conference playoffs continues with Game 4 here on EA Sports. We're ready for tip-off, and these fans are as well. It's their home team taking on the Phoenix Suns. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Suns as they enter play. They lead the series 2-1, and this would set up a chance for them to take a commanding 3-1 lead.
And this has been a back-and-forth seesaw kind of series. It's had a little bit of everything now. But I think Game 4 is where the rubber starts to meet the road. This is where the intensity really starts to pick up, and I think we'll see that tonight.
Farrell can't connect.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
To Paul. Five seconds to shoot. Chance for Paul. Won't go. Goes to the right side. Batum. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. To Westbrook. Covington. Slams it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Here comes the screen. To Westbrook. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. And that's rebounded by Payton. DeAndre Ayton to Durant. Has a chance. Durant shot, no good. To Batum. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Into the front court. It's Booker. Looking to make something happen. Durant. Clippers have the basketball. A pass stolen by Phoenix.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Covington. To Nick Batum. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook. And scores.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Covington to Westbrook. Nice pass to set things up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Durant across the timeline. They trail by 2. And finishes strong.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's LA Clippers ball. Batum to Westbrook. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Westbrook across the timeline. Down just a couple. Paul across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Payton. Joakim Noah with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Covington. LA with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. And that's rebounded by the Suns. Batum. To Covington. It's Phoenix ball. Hayden to Paul. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. And look out.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Westbrook. Noah picked up by Booker. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Hayden into the front court. The score 10 to 8. They get it down to Paul. That's rebounded by Farrell. To Westbrook. A pass stolen by Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton to Durant. DeAndre Ayton to Durant. Kevin Durant looking good. 4 for 5. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Robert Covington trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 82%. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. Kevin Durant has it. To Paul. Surveys the floor. Paul. Paul with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nice finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Randolph. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Here's Durant for 2. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. To George. Covington. From the painted area, won't go down. Paul into the front court. It's a one-point game, 13-12. Ooh, Chris Paul. First couple didn't go. That one is true. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. To Booker. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, and he hits.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down a point to Booker. Here comes the screen. Hayden to Paul. Goes to the left side. Durant to Payton. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. George lets it fly. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Randolph. Crawford. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Chris Paul at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 86% from the line. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. To Paul George. Not today.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
DeAndre Ayton. Chance for Chris Paul. Gets a look. Can't hit. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LA Clippers with the basketball. To George. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Paul. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Kawhi Leonard against Chris Paul. To Paul George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Paul George 4-2. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We're 1 quarter down in Game 4. Jay and I back with more after this. This is the first round of the West playoffs on EA Sports. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Crawford to Paul. Even to Zubats. Swats it. Driving right to the basket. Jamal Crawford. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Chris Paul able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And he buries it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Oh, nice swat.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oh, he had him there for a second. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Westbrook into the front court. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Screen coming. George to Leonard. To George. Westbrook. Gets it in the right corner. Westbrook. Offensive rebound. Zach Randolph rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Has a look. Jamal Crawford. He's 2 for 2 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Leonard. Paul George. Westbrook. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going in.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Russ at the controls. Oh, Russell Westbrook. 2 of 4 now.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Takes stock of the floor. Crawford. Here comes the screen. To Crawford. Able to convert inside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Over to the right side. Westbrook. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Crawford to Paul. Shot from the lane won't go.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Westbrook to Batum. Knocks it down off the step back. Phoenix has the ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Here comes the screen. Batum to Westbrook. Batum cashes in. Well defended. He still finds a way.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Payton. Here comes the screen. To Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Chris Paul is going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Second of 3 is good. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Clippers have the basketball. Here comes the screen. Covington. Elfrid Payton. Tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Payton with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. Covington. Chris Paul pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Scores from the post. Batum, tough matchup against Durant. Covington has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Payton to Paul. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Here's CP3. And the Clippers have the rebound. Westbrook with it. Trailing by 10. To Covington. Batum. Can't connect from in close. Oh, and a putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Payton. And he hits. Now the Suns coach gonna signal for a timeout as he'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Durant to Crawford. Down to 5 on the 24. Fires the three. Oh, that's how it's done.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
And it's Payton there for the rebound. DeAndre Ayton to Payton. Joakim Noah sends it away. Kevin Durant. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
Nothing going here on that drive. End score. Strong take.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Durant. To Crawford. The jumper's off the mark. To Westbrook. To Covington. Lets it fly from long range. Well defended. Covington's a tough matchup.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Missed it. How'd that not go down? Westbrook with the basketball. His team down 9. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Crawford. To Durant. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Russell Westbrook sends it away. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Westbrook. A pass stolen by Phoenix.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup to Nick Batum. Noah against KD. Deep left corner, Westbrook. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
DeAndre Ayton to Durant. Booker to Crawford. Shot clock winding down. Payton to Booker. Here's a chance from long range. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
No good. Another follow. Still no good. Crawford to Booker. Lays it up and in.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. you essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Elfrid Payton, huge block. We've reached halftime here in Game 4. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Suns have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores for the Phoenix Suns. The Clippers are still very much in this matchup. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scores for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track.
The 2023 NBA Playoffs one-round Western Conference Game 4 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown.
Players that can't be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
Chris Paul is doing everything he can on defense to get the win. He's blocking shots, he's getting steals, and he's setting the tone for his team.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be
The
lukewarm.
2023 NBA Playoffs one-round Western Conference Game 4 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
DeAndre Ayton to Payton. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Booker. 4-3. Great defense, forcing the miss. Paul the rebound. Payton into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Booker with it. The lead stands at 9. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Here comes the screen. Covington. Nothing going here on that drive. Devin Booker snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Ooh, crisp Paul, now 3 for 9. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
To Covington. LA with 4 to shoot. Westbrook. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Paul, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Trying to cash in. Ooh, Chris Paul. 4 out of 10. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
To Paul. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Covington. To Westbrook. Deep 2 there, won't go. Now Paul with the basketball. Lead is 12. Durant. The follow won't go either. It's Suns ball. Durant. Paul. That's off the side of the rim, short. Batum, defended by Kevin Durant. To Covington. Goes to the left side. Westbrook to Covington. From long range, another chance. Oh, and a putback.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's a highlight waiting to happen.
Into the front court, it's Booker. His team leads it by 10. Paul knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Covington to Batum. Russell Westbrook matched up with Durant. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
Nothing going here on that drive. Booker. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Nick Batum. Shot clock's at 5.
Game 4
Down
seed
to
4
4
Phoenix
to
Suns
Batum.
seed 5 Los Angeles Clippers.
Paul with it up top. His team on top by 13. To Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker. Easy pad to the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Nick Batum. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Batum. Fine to shoot. And Booker with the rebound. DeAndre Ayton to Durant. perfect feed to set up the
The
basket.
2023 NBA Playoffs one-round Western Conference Game 4 matchup will be
It's
coming
LA
up
Clippers
next.
ball. Curling inside. Short jumper won't fall.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
To Westbrook. Durant across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on the three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Timeout called here by the Clippers as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Leonard. Well defended. Shot no good. If there was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Suns control the possession. To Paul. Joakim Noah with a piece. That's his third block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Even to Zubats with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Game 4 seed 8 Minnesota Timberwolves seed 1 Denver Nuggets.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Hayden. Even to Zubats. Swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
LA Clippers with the basketball. To Leonard. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
To Randolph. Working it outside. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Powell. Has a chance, just not going down.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
They work it to Randolph, down low. The big fella, Zach Randolph. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Leonard. And the rebound's taken in by Phoenix. To Payton.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Randolph able to convert inside.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
To Leonard. Second effort. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Substitution being made in this one. Booker to Randolph. Gets it in the left corner. To Booker. Trying to cash in. Booker's shot, no good. No, the Suns come up with the steal. Layup goes down. Well done.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Has a look. Oh, straight down the middle for 2. They'll let one fly from half court. That ends the third quarter. The Suns lead it big. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And not a whole lot you could do in this situation other than give it your best shot.
And players don't like to hear this, Ed, but the reality of the matter is this is a character-building opportunity. Yes, you may lose this game, but that does not mean that you do not fight each and every possession.
Covington to Westbrook. And scores. Nice move, Jay. DeAndre Ayton. Not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Leonard to Covington. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Ivica Zubac, able to recover with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
The screen sets him up for two.
Here's lesson number one. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of breakdance move they might hit you with.
DeAndre Ayton. Russell Westbrook rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Covington. Got it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
DeAndre Ayton. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Oh, Russell Westbrook, 4 out of 10.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
DeAndre Ayton. And he scores. Euro step into the rim, Jay.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Leonard to Covington. Westbrook to Covington. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Chance for Westbrook, no good. DeAndre Ayton. Scores from the post.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
New blood coming in for both sides. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. to Payton. Durant, tough matchup against George. Payton. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Covington to Leonard. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Paul George, he's now 4 for 6.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
George matched up with Durant. Here comes the screen. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Westbrook into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Add 2 points to the board. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Clippers have the basketball. Covington, a pass stolen by Phoenix. To Durant. Robert Covington tips it. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Time for some new personnel into the game. Down low for Aldridge. To Covington. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Durant over to the right side. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
It's LA Clippers ball. Sizing up the defense. Russell Westbrook against Chris Paul. Has a chance. Shot by Westbrook off the mark. Booker with it. His team on top by 13. Look out, Devin Booker. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
The drive, right to the basket, straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Paul into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Durant to Booker. Not that time. Goes to the left side. Send it away.
Did you see? Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Covington. Batum against KD. To Westbrook. Shot won't go. Durant against the former MVP. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. He's 3 for 7.
Old school equals high percentage.
Westbrook across the timeline, trailing by 15. Nothing going here on that drive. Elfrid Payton pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Here comes the screen. Durant guarded by Russell Westbrook. To Paul. Trying to cash in. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Batum. It's Westbrook. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level? But that jumper's wet, too.
To Payton. Whoa! What a finish!
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Russell Westbrook picked up by Booker. To Covington. Batum. To Westbrook. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Baseline drive. Offensive board. Oh, and a putback.
Oof. Really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
To Covington. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
To Durant. To Payton. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Westbrook to Covington. Batum to Covington. Down to Westbrook. Elfrid Payton sends it away. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Elfrid Payton. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Leonard. Not that time. Suns with the basketball. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Probing the defense to Durant. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Elfrid Payton trying to cash in on a three-point play. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. It's George for 2. It's Ayton with the rebounds.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns put one in the win column with a solid performance. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Phoenix Suns. The Clippers just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Ayton was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.